We would like to see most of the human race killed off because it is unworthy. It is unworthy of the gift of life.
I don't care what society thinks. They're nothing anyway. They're no better than me.
Until we hear the safe word, we will not stop.
Have you ever thought what it would be like to see a person's head amputated? Think of things so horrible that the human mind cannot imagine them. See all this and more when you see on stage, in person, that crazy mix-up.
I like being set apart from people. I like to be hated.
Safe Word with Jason Rouse.
Hello. It sounds fine.
Sounds fine. Let's grab a seat. And,
Do you have any water by any chance?
100%.
I don't want to bother you, but my mouth is super dry.
Yeah, I bet.
You bet?
I bet. Should be. That's how I like them.
Yeah.
Dry mouth.
I should not move the chair, right?
No, yeah, you can move it out. Just put it back to when you sit down.
No, I got it.
Yeah? Oh, yeah, your legs.
Just want to make sure I'm in the right spot. Oh, cool. There we go.
Excellent. We got lights, camera. Let's put some action on this.
Action.
You know, a lot of people are afraid to come here.
Why?
I don't know.
Afraid?
Yeah. And this is the first time that somebody's actually brought meat. So.
What do you mean afraid?
You know how kids are.
Are we recording already?
We're in fact, you know what?
What?
I'm going to set up my phone and stream this live.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I want everyone to see what you did.
I'm gonna have to be polite to an extent.
Not on this channel.
Yeah, but
You hear about Hans' uncle getting stabbed?
yeah, I heard that. It's a reaction to what happened on Kiltony.
It's it. The people have spoke.
Yeah. Let me put my phone on silent.
Okay. I think we're gonna go sideways with this one.
Are we? People are gonna stream it vertically though, right?
Yeah?
Most people. Why are you streaming on what?
Instagram.
Yeah, leave it vertical.
Move this one back.
Oh, you put the composition. Why is it gonna be harder?
I just want to make sure that we're all in the shot. We're gonna stream with Ric Diez here, so hold on to your clits, ladies.
Wait, let me post a little story to tell people to come here.
Okay, let's see. All right. It doesn't look half bad, Ric Diez.
All right.
We got people watching. We got people listening.
I gotta put a little story up so
We
maybe
got
bring more people.
There's 3 people, and
All right.
one of them are in a wheelchair.
Great.
Speaking of wheelchairs, tighten this up, and this one like that, and we look like we're good. How do you feel?
Tired.
Yeah, I bet. Hey, welcome to Jason Rouse's Safe Word here. My returning guest, second appearance. Ric Diez is on the show today. And today is fucking January 1st, Is it the first?
It's the second, dude.
It's the second.
You've lost a day.
I have lost some days. January 2nd, 2024. What a way to start off the year.
I guess.
For me, anyway. I got free meat. What country is this from?
Spain.
It's Spain.
Come on. I bought it in Madrid.
Okay, and this is beef.
No, it's pork.
It's cured pork.
It's cured pork, the Spanish way. It's a jamón de jabugo.
Oh, the old jamón.
Yeah, but it's you have different grades.
That's not a Spanish word though.
Jamón?
Yeah.
Jamón.
Oh, jamón.
Jamón.
So your
jabugo.
Spanish is not like American Spanish.
No, my Spanish is from Spain.
Touche. I'm a dry graduate, so I don't even know.
And not to disrespect any of the other Spanishes, but my Spanish I have an accent that's traditionally from Spain, yes.
Most definitely, and I can tell all the, there's a Latino chapter of comedians here in North America, specifically the United States, that have been on the Ric Diez train since you made your appearance 2 months ago.
It was September, I guess. So,
See, I don't even know what year it is.
Yeah, about 4 months ago. Or something like that.
Okay, so 4 months ago. Let's go back to 5 months ago.
Sure.
You were doing comedy in Belgium.
Yes.
And neighboring countries.
Yeah, mostly like Belgium, Netherlands, maybe sometimes in England, sometimes in France.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're doing your comedy thing.
Yep.
You're 3 years in at this time?
No, I'm 4 years in.
4 years in.
Yeah.
You're clearly paying attention to the internet, and you come across a show called Kill Tony.
Yeah.
And your eye twitched when I said that.
My eye may twitch for a number of reasons.
Is it PTSD from the last few months? A lot of sleepless nights. To say the
I
least.
wonder if I have PTSD from all of this. But time will tell me. Time will let me know. Yeah.
No, you've had the weight of the world on your shoulders for the last 4 or 5 months.
I would argue that I've had the weight of the world, and somebody I will not name had my weight on him.
Yeah. Well, clearly you've got enough fans. The man in question, his father was stabbed this morning.
Yeah, I can't say I feel too sad, but
yeah, yeah. There's been a lot of well, you're one of the few people that actually have had a presence on the internet lately and are looking into the comments and what's happened. What did the people say about Ric Diez
today, January 2nd, or previously?
Previous.
So post challenge or pre-challenge?
Post challenge.
Post challenge.
Oh, sorry. Pre-challenge.
Yeah, I mean pre-challenge, but no, I mean post me announcing the challenge.
You're challenging me right now. You're forcing me to think.
Yeah, I can't think either, dude. It's morning time. I'm struggling. Like, at what time? What's the comments after I won the golden ticket or before that?
Yeah, because you clearly had a fan base that was absent from the show, where you were an outsider.
Yes,
and you showed up as a Latino comedian from Belgium.
Yeah, you mean a Latino European comedian?
You Latino European. It's like double strikes.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. You may as well have been Gorbachev.
Just to be clear, I don't identify as Latino. That would be offensive to Latino people.
Okay. What do you identify as?
Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah.
A Spaniard.
Yeah.
Is that a condescending?
I would call it Spanish. It's Americans that say Spaniard. I'm sorry. They think Spanish means something else, and that's on America. It's not on me.
And how is your Spanish received here among Spanish-speaking Americans?
Just fine. I would say that my experience with and this is very funny. It's that to me and to them, like most Latinos make fun of Spanish accents.
Really?
Yeah, they do.
That's funny.
Yeah, because we have our expressions, but they watch Spanish TV sometimes, so they watch our shows and our content, and they're like, "¿Qué pasa, joder?" And so they make fun of us, so it's kind of funny.
Is it a faster pace?
We speak faster and more, and we have words that we use that they don't use.
Slangs and stuff like that.
And the other way around is the same, but yeah.
Yeah.
Except, like, if in Spain we make fun of a Latino accent, we're punching down, and it's racist.
Really?
Yeah, but because we colonized them and then we, killed thousands of people historically, so not fun. But they can, if they make fun of us, it's punching up and it's just funny.
Okay, because you guys are the founding fathers, so you can always throw.
I wouldn't call it. I'm not gonna give it any positive name or anything about it. No, but
I'm trying to get your own people mad at you now by misinformation.
I know. No, it's fine. No, I hope I can do a. I don't know. I think I'm doing a show in Spanish. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I need to confirm that. I can't remember now.
You perform regularly in 2 different languages.
Regularly in French and English, yes.
And do you find that Spanish-speaking audiences, I don't know, from the Latino or the Spanish-speaking comedy night, or sorry, Latino comedy nights that I did in California, those California Latino people, they're very excited and to be there and supportive, and they're rooting for all the comedians to have a good show so they can have a good time. Well,
I would say that I don't have much experience with Latin shows in the US.
That's why I put you in touch with Richard Villa.
Yeah. But my thank you. But my experience of Latino people in general is they're going to be less afraid of communicating emotions.
Yeah.
In public.
Yes.
Like some cultures are like, oh, if I laugh at this, I'm going to look bad, whereas they don't care. If they think something's funny, they're going to laugh, and if they're angry at something, they're going to show they're angry.
Yeah. No, I appreciated that demographic of comedy goers, because white people in LA are the worst. They're non-responsive. They sit in their chair and they make assessments constantly whether or not you're valid enough to.
I guess they're all French. Yeah. That's what you get when you go to France. They're like.
I had one of my best shows in France.
Did you?
Honestly, I've had so many encores in my career.
Yeah.
A few standing ovations.
Yeah.
Numerous applause breaks.
Of course.
But I'd done a gig in Paris. And this show, you were scheduled. It was just this one person. There was no host. The event coordinator would go up and introduce you off mic, and you would have to do an hour of comedy.
Jesus.
So I was doing an hour in front of French people in a small group. Everything is under magnifying glass. They're very much listening. I do the show. I think I did mediocre. They were applauding, and I thought they were just being cordial and good for you for trying. Well, they kept clapping and clapping. The promoter comes back and goes, "They want you back on." And I go, "I don't think I got anything left." I go back out and I tell them, I go, "I don't have anything," and they're laughing at me because my gas tank is empty. I tell a long-winded story with a terrible ending, thinking that's going to kill the night. I leave, they're clapping me back out, and I just go, I like to do crowd work, but the communication here is limited. And I had one of my best nights in Paris. I was in and out, took the plane in, took the subway under the ocean back.
Oh, nice.
Train.
Yeah, subway.
I'm dying to go back to Paris, though. It was rainy. It was very Paris, very France. Beautiful place. And I think this year Australia, New Zealand, Poland, and Germany.
You're gonna do that?
I think that's the countries, as you can see behind me on the wall there. I've kept meticulously all the countries I've performed in, and I'm up to 25.
Jesus.
And I made a conscious decision many years ago to do a different country every year that I've been in comedy. So I'm behind a couple of countries. Do you have any, where would you go? Argentina?
Where do I want to perform?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good question. I mean, I have so many places to perform. I'm young in comedy, you know?
Yeah, and not only that, because of your location, you've got 13 countries, a train ride from Belgium.
Well, I'm going to go to Norway in February. That's going to be a first.
You're going to kill it in Norway. They're going to really like you. Oslo?
Yeah, I'll do Andreas Back show. He did a good set when I on the night that I got my golden ticket, and people still remember
Norwegian
him.
Guy?
Yeah, Norwegian guy, exactly.
Oh shit! Okay,
yeah. That's what he's remembered by, Norwegian guy.
Yeah.
So I'll do.
There's only 6 comics in Norway.
Yeah, so he runs a club in Bergen.
Oh, Ric's.
I can't remember the name, but I'm definitely go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do several 3 days.
You're gonna have a great time in Bergen.
But it's gonna be awesome.
You're gonna have a great time.
Can't wait. I've never been to Norway.
Oh, if you can request, do you just have the one show in Norway?
I got a few.
You got a few?
But just in Bergen. I'm not going to go to Oslo or anything.
to try, because you're going to have to fly into Oslo. I recommend taking the train from Oslo to Bergen.
Time. No, I'm flying to Bergen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're going to have a great... It's beautiful.
Yeah. No, I want to say... The thing is, I'd rather spend more time with Andreas and hang out and go hiking and go do stuff than doing another show in Oslo and trying to squeeze that in.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are in and out. I have a lot of friends that are world touring acts, and they go, we saw the airport in the hotel.
No, I've done that a little bit for work, and I hate it. Every time I've done anything for my job that I've had to travel, I've tried to put a few days in and go see something. Otherwise, why am I traveling?
That's why that map is up there to remind me of what a luxurious place that I've landed in, is the ability to go anywhere that they speak English to do what I do. And as you know, the majority of the country speaks English. Even as a second language, Scandinavians, it's like, try and get them to speak Norwegian when you're a Norwegian. It's almost impossible, yeah. It's very difficult to learn a language when they're so educated that you are double dumb. You know what I mean?
Well, you're North American. I'm only single dumb.
And I'm Canadian, so it's kind of, there's some,
yeah.
Look at him.
Look, he's trying,
opposed to an American where it's like they're not interested in any kind of growing pains to breach and connect with different cultures and people.
Honestly, like one country I'd like to do next year, if I can, is Canada. Because there's the French market, the English market.
Yeah.
So I feel like in Toronto and Montreal.
Let's book that right now. September, October. Ric Diez will be touring with me for 3 weeks, making hundreds of Canadian dollars. The exchange rate is not good to the euro. The Canadian dollars may as well be a peso.
The euro is terrible at the moment, so I don't know if it's any.
Belgium uses euro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
No, I had a great time in Ghent.
Yeah.
Ghent's I really enjoyed it. Casino comedy.
No, well, I don't know. I've done a Ruse Comedy Club.
Mm-hmm. This is for a television show.
Oh, that's nice.
And Ghent is beautiful. I stayed in that Holiday Inn by the church.
Ghent, I'm in and out. Like I'll drive into Ghent. It's like an hour from my house.
Is it the San Antonio of Belgium?
No, it's got actually old buildings and history.
It's true. I am fascinated by European churches, and I know the one in Belgium had been through like a few wars and rebuilt multiple times.
Yeah,
it's weird. Every time I go into a church, there's blood in my urine. I think that's stigmata or something.
I think the blood in your urine was there before you got in the church. To be fair, yeah.
So Canada would be your second pick.
I'd love to go to Canada.
Yeah,
I'd love to go to Canada, and I want to go to the UK more.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Oxford University.
Sure.
Of comedy is London, England.
Yeah.
And New York City would be the other sister university.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't you want to go to Newcastle?
No, the thing is, like, I find that the little bit of times that I've performed in the UK, I've done really well.
Yeah.
They get comedy. They have a tradition of, they understand one-liners and short jokes. You don't have to explain what you're doing to those people.
No.
And they love to laugh. They're going to get drunk and shit-faced and just going to laugh their asses off.
In fact, there's no waitresses. They have a break.
Yep.
You get up and get a drink. You go sit down and you reset and start watching the show. And then most clubs do 2 breaks.
Yep.
And they're not thinking about, because they've already got 2 pints on the table to make it through the next 20-minute set. I lived in London for 6 years, and I can't tell you how fun it was. And not to mention the sets. You're doing 20 to 25-minute sets, and then you run over to another club, open that club, close at the second one, and so on and so forth. So doing 20 minutes of what you're doing in that environment, it's like almost effort. It's almost too easy. You're listening and you're intoxicated and you paid to see comedy opposed to comedians. It's wild.
No, it's fun.
England, Canada.
Yep.
Where else? South Africa.
Hopefully New York or LA.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's see
what happens in 5 weeks.
Totally. Yeah, it's been an interesting few months, to say the least.
Yeah.
So you become a golden ticket holder first night?
Yep. Third night in Austin. Yeah.
Third night in Austin. You make your first appearance.
Yeah.
Get a golden ticket.
Yep.
Come back, perform. There's challenges to the local favorites. And then on December 31st at the HEB Center in front of 8,000 people.
Yep. I wasn't stressed at all, by the way, to perform in an arena for the first time ever.
No. Well, you had some warm-up sets with Russell Peters. Which was it an arena show or like what, 5,000?
A theater show. A big theater show. No, I had one show. I opened for him once. Yeah. It was great.
And this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend, come to San Antonio, 4, 5, and 6th.
Yeah. 5 shows.
No, 3 shows. I do 3 shows. I don't know how many Russell does.
Yeah. Are you going up Thursday?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll be there too.
Great.
I think we're going together. Maybe we.
Are we? Great. We did. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, it's been wild to see. I'm just trying to make an assessment of everything that I saw last night.
Well, I was afraid of flying into Austin. I thought I might get stabbed or shot, honestly. I was getting so many threats. I was just like, this is a super hostile environment.
Yeah, you're tall and very noticeable.
Yeah,
there's
very
no crouching.
recognizable.
Yeah. Did you have any confrontations from anybody outside of the cowards on the internet?
No. Some people just told me, hey, I was rooting for Hans, but you did great or whatever, or we like you. Like, nobody told me to my face that they
rooting
hated
for
me.
Hans?
Yeah, exactly. But it went, and then I prepared as well as I could.
Yeah, I saw you as soon as you got home, you were booked every single weekend.
But
doing shows.
But I was booked every single weekend doing shows before that.
Yeah, but you were a man on a mission.
Oh yeah.
When you got home.
Yeah, well, I started writing. Yeah, it ruined my writing for 3 months.
I know, it's craziness.
Because I spent so much energy writing for my 1-minute set, but that's fine because that's writing jokes that I'm gonna use for my standard set.
Yeah,
those are jokes for me.
Business as usual.
Yeah. But then I was spending hours and hours thinking about the interviews, who the guests might be, writing roasts, getting ready in case there was a roast battle, which I think they wanted. And I was ready for, with actual written jokes. Mm-hmm. And, contrary to other people who chose to not write jokes and just...
It was a spectacular night. And you also got to take into context, I think it was a 4-hour show, and you guys were at the end.
Towards the end, yeah.
So now you're sitting there in this awe of this event that's unfolding, and you know that you're up at the end of this.
Well, one thing I did was I asked whether I could come see the show on the 30th.
Yeah,
and they told me I could come. So I went early. I was familiar with the entire arena. I was familiar with all the spaces, where the distances. I watched the crowd, the noise. I looked. I saw like
playing field.
Yeah, how when comedians were performing, I was trying to pay attention to their timing to see if they were slowing down compared to clubs. And like what was the appropriate timing for that? Because I have no experience. I was really trying to study everything. So when I came on the 31st, first of all, I was so nervous. I was there by 1:30 p.m.
No.
Yeah.
It's a terrible idea.
No, it was great. It was the best thing I could do. Because
really?
I just
show didn't start till 8.
I know, but
you sat around for 7 hours.
But I could walk around a huge arena. Otherwise, I would stay in my room for 7 hours.
No, I get it. And if you had a chance, you would have slept on the stage the night before.
I would have. Yeah. First of all, I wanted to make sure I got there on time. I didn't want any chance that car accident, something dumb happening on the way, anything. So I'm making it to this show no matter what.
Yeah, you're constantly in this moment of stress of like just...
I would have been either way.
Yeah.
But at least I removed the stress of traveling there and all of that. And then just go over my jokes, go over the situation.
I can't believe Taylor Swift showed up.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was crazy. She sang the national anthem.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I almost cried, and I'm not even a fan.
Yeah.
I feel that the talent that lady has, and the amount of the way I held with the kid in a wheelchair next to me when she was singing.
You know what? I have a couple of my friends, especially one of my friends. He's a comedian in Belgium, Yuri Nawara. He's a huge Taylor Swift fan.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too. But we make fun of him. But he loves her. Like
is he bisexual or
no?
No, he's gay.
No.
Oh, sorry, but I didn't know we were recording.
Yeah, it's fine, dude. No, he's a great guy. But he's a huge Taylor Swift fan, and he posted a reel recently about how like joking about it. And when they announced Taylor Swift, I was like, dude, if I meet Taylor Swift, he's gonna be so jealous. He's gonna be so jealous.
You got to meet Jelly Roll, which is kind of like Taylor Swift.
You know, I didn't meet Jelly Roll.
No. You seem moderately disappointed.
I was a little bit, but because it was like I was supposed to, but then I went there. He was gone. So whatever. It's not an issue.
No,
I don't mind.
Do you have any highlights from the show that you saw of performances and people?
No, I have a highlight.
Yeah.
It was watching that crowd cheer for me like they did and winning. That was the highlight.
Yeah,
it was winning.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
it was great to see. I always say this to the comics: never trust the audience.
I knew that was going to happen like that. I knew for a fact that that's how it was going to go. Not that they were going to cheer for him more than me. That I assumed that, but the whole structure of how. Like, who would go on first? Who would they ask for to be cheered on first?
Yeah.
I already anticipated all of that.
The second guy always gets the loudest cheer. You know that.
Yeah, I've done other roast battles. I've done... The second guy gets the louder cheer almost 90% of the time, unless there was such a huge discrepancy in quality that there's no other choice.
I know. I was like, this will all be level the playing field if you get a standing ovation from your performance.
Yeah.
That would eclipse any fuckery that might be involved in a voting system.
Yeah, but the thing for a standing ovation, honestly, either you're already a crowd favorite, or you have to build a huge momentum.
Yes.
You can't build that momentum in 1 minute.
No. It is possible.
Sure.
I know, 1 out of a million. There'll be some guy that will get a standing ovation and then his career will go nowhere.
I got a standing ovation for my minute when I got my golden ticket.
Yeah.
But because people were bombing before me and I crushed that hard.
Yeah.
But now they know what I'm doing, so there's no surprise. So it's like I would have to do much more.
Yes.
Kind
of like that man-child. What's that little boy that does comedy? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's once they've seen him, there's no surprise to his perspective of what he's doing.
Yeah, that first impression is you will never get that back.
No, it's written in stone now. Now, you've some of the other highlights on the show is, do you have any performances that you saw that were, because there was a lot of lemons. So even the night before was even worse.
Yeah, no, so what happened was for when you were standing backstage, the sound was horrible. So I could barely understand what anyone was saying at all.
That's why everybody was standing beside.
On the side. Yeah, everybody was standing on the side because from the back you couldn't make out a single word. And so I did watch, I guess, highlights for me. Nothing beats I was so nervous. I was barely listening. I was just trying to. I can't.
Your feet are barely on the ground while you're moving around. Your head.
Yeah, for 2 days I was just trying to focus on my set. I couldn't really care about anything else that was happening.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh in your face because I know what it feels like. It's angst.
Yeah,
constantly.
But I think if I have to do an arena again, I'll feel a little better. But
have to do arena again.
But like the week before coming to Austin, I was doing some open mics that my friends run, like Robin Weinberg and Tristan Barber and other people that are running some open mics in Brussels at bars, running my minute. That doesn't get you ready to an arena.
No.
You know what I mean?
No. And then you're worrying about, well, maybe because this is responding so well in Belgium, maybe there might be a beat or something that's off in front of an American audience.
What I did was I landed on the 28th. I had a couple shows. I did like 3 shows on the 28th and 4 shows on the 29th. And I tested a couple of jokes that I was hesitating to say in my set, see if they would be well received or not. And on the 30th, the day before, I did one show after Kiltonia. I did the late show, the Shadow Band show at Sunset Strip. It's hosted by Leonardo Joni, and there I did almost all of the jokes I did in my minute. Scattered around. So I only tested them here once. Because I didn't want them to. I don't want people to like speculate what my jokes were too much, and I assumed that most of the people that were coming to the shows in the couple days before were going to be at the arena. So I didn't want my jokes to be out too much. Tainted, and also losing a part of the crowd.
Sabotage.
No, but they would have already heard the joke, and they wouldn't get that first laugh. So I thought, okay, one show, maybe I lose 100 people because they've already heard the jokes, but it's 8,000 people in there. So
it was pretty electric in that room.
It was wild.
It was wild, right?
It was completely wild.
When you pulled up to the venue, where you had this oh shit sinking feeling.
100%. No, I got the oh shit moment when I got inside and I watched they had set up all the chairs and I saw the entire thing empty and I was like, okay. That's an unusual number of seats.
It's a sports arena.
It's a hockey rink.
That's what I thought. I could tell by the borders. I didn't want to assume because I saw basketball banners up on the
well, I think it's a multi-sports arena, but it's definitely mostly used for hockey and stuff.
What does the Austin, Texas hockey team look like? As a Canadian, I find that offensive. How do they fit the spurs on their skates? That's what I want to know.
I don't really care.
No. So you're opening for Russell Peters.
Yes.
In San Antonio this weekend.
Yes.
And
laugh out loud, I think.
It's gonna be cool to see you in front of an audience doing comedy with zero baggage. It's a love situation.
I mean, I'm fine. I've opened for a bunch of people, and I'm used to bombing while I open. So it's not so I can I'll do my best, you know.
It's gonna be great. They're gonna put you on right after me.
Are they?
No, I'm kidding.
They could. I don't mind. I don't care what the lineup is.
I know. You would not believe on how many people are obsessed with where they are on the shows here.
I don't really care anymore.
No, you can't.
No, one thing I've been learning in Austin is people really care about a lot about things that really do not matter one bit.
Like who you're opening for.
No, like who you're opening for, but like how many minutes? Is it 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes? Is it this? Is it that? Just go. How many minutes do you need me to do? I'll go do that. Like, where am I on the lineup? Who cares? Just go and do your job. Like, just be an employee of the thing. Like, just do the thing.
No, there's a lot of nervous energy around it. But this is when you've got an influx of a bunch of teenagers in the comedy scene. Is they have all these insecurities about failure. This is part of it. Falling flat on your face is.
I mean, I had insecurities about. I didn't want to bomb in that arena.
No, I knew you wouldn't bomb.
God, I didn't know.
I was worried that maybe they would get a mob mentality after you and treat you like Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, when I got my first laugh, like the first joke hit, I got first laugh, I was like, all right, okay, let's go.
And you look great on screen.
I don't know. I couldn't see myself on the screen.
It was wild. You coming out and looking around like you'd walked into a Starbucks, like all this kind of like, wow, this is okay, I guess hello, and then just going from there. I had rehearsed that in my head a little bit. For sure.
But that was the advantage of like watching the space and seeing what other comedians did, and
most definitely
take my time.
I like to definitely be in the room an hour before the show, do my rounds, and then hide in the green room half hour before the doors open and then get down to business. Canada will be fun in the fall.
For sure.
I'll probably see you in Belgium and sometime maybe May, June or something like that. I plan on being in Europe. I'll be in Denmark, and I want to go back to Iceland. Have you been to Iceland?
No.
Beautiful.
I'm sure the crowds are great there.
Great. I sold 1,000 tickets first show. But again, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
It's amazing.
But there's nobody in Iceland. So anything that was, what do you call it? Fuck. My mind wandered. I'm a bag of squirrels today.
Iceland, 1,000 tickets.
Yeah. because there's nothing going on in Iceland. So when something happens there, everyone shows up.
That's great.
Yeah, it's so great.
I hope I can get booked in Iceland.
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah, one thing I'd like to do in next, but this year, this year, is a tour more in Scandinavia.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Norway's going to open up things for you.
Yeah.
I think your best shows will probably be in Denmark.
Probably.
Your second best shows will be in Finland. And your third best shows will be in Norway, and your worst shows will be in Sweden. Now, I could maybe have that backwards.
Maybe.
But I think as far as what I've seen and where I've been, you're going to be a hero in Denmark, and you'll be a legend in Iceland. And the Swedes and the Danes are a little, or the Swedes and the Norwegians can be a little uptight.
That'll be fine.
It's going to be great.
I don't care.
You're going to start a family with some Scandinavian bitch who carries you like an infant because she's 6'3" and has an ass that won't quit.
I'd love to be carried.
Would you like to be carried?
That'd be so nurturing. Just like carry me.
Well, you might have to go to Holland then, because you know those Dutch broads are big. Those are big bitches.
They are big people.
Yeah,
like tall people, tall, strong people.
Very tall.
I went to several years ago. I went to Amsterdam to the what's it called?
Lowlands Festival?
No, it was they had a concert venue inside the stadium of Ajax, but I can't remember something arena. But it was inside the main room. But it was so I went to see Marilyn Manson.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
What year was that? Well, what album?
Not early, like later in his career, like when he was dressed up like a Nazi or something.
Oh, okay. So Antichrist Superstar, like 93?
No, it was later. It was early 2000. I want to believe.
Oh, Hollywood, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Whatever. But concert they also play classics and stuff like.
It's a good show, man.
It was a great show, but my point was, I didn't feel tall in that crowd at all. I was just like, everybody's the same height as me.
Yeah, a lot of lengthy goth kids.
Yeah, but they're like twice as wide as I am. You know what I mean? So it was a bit scary. There was one guy, we called him Juanito. I was with a friend of mine. We gave him that nickname. And there was this one tall guy. He was like at least 6'5".
Yeah,
and huge, like
thick.
Just thick.
Never worked out, but a giant human being.
Giant human being. And he just stood there. And the crowd was like, there was like a mosh pit. And he just stood there and nothing moved him for the entire show. He was just sitting there, just staring at Marilyn Manson, drinking his beer.
Yeah.
And just things were moving around him.
In the eye of the storm.
Yeah.
No, I've seen, there's multiple videos on YouTube and stuff of these giant human beings in the middle of a circle pit. And kids are just bouncing off of them like they're nailed to the floor.
I saw at a festival, I saw Sepultura, the Brazilian band.
Fucking right.
Yeah. Same day I saw Rage Against the Machine. It was a good day. Yeah.
What year? I'm getting goosebumps.
96, I think.
Oh, that's a good time to see Sepultura.
And I wanted to get close to the stage. I was at
Bloody Roots.
Exactly, that album. And then I got to close to where the mosh were. Like, it was at the back. And then I wanted to, for Sepultura, I wanted to go forward. I was like, okay, I can't go through any of this. But I saw this little kid, and he wanted to hit people, and he would just jump against a guy. And the guy wouldn't move, but he would be like an annoying fly. He would like to try to, and at some point the guy was like, okay, this is annoying me. And he grabbed the kid and he threw him like 7 feet away. It's just like, I've never forgotten this image in my head.
I saw a woman get kicked in the stomach at a Rage Against the Machine
I got kicked in the face at a Rage Against the Machine show.
I got my hair standed on at a Mr. Bungle show in 91.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I tried, there's a video on YouTube. If you go to the Phoenix, Toronto, Mr. Bungle 91, there's 2 clips of a guy who runs on stage. He's got long hair and a black Metallica, Black Album shirt and a collared shirt over top. And that was me, and I went up to take a shit on the stage.
What the fuck?
I know. I know. So
in hindsight, I don't regret it one bit.
Yeah, I don't. I'm a hero amongst losers. I pulled my pants down to my knee, and as I just started to crown, the bouncers fired me off the stage. So I'm spinning through the air with my pants down to my knees with my ass hanging out, and I landed on the crowd to surf, and I tipped, and I fell down with my pants down around my ankles and my long hair on the floor, and someone stood on my hair, and then a bunch of other people pulled me up and ripped a hunk out of hair. That was my last server. Yeah.
That's the last time you had hair.
That was the last time I had hair. They called me Patches for about a year.
Holy shit. Why are you not clipping that for your Instagram, dude?
My hair ripped out? Oh, no, I got it on the clips on YouTube.
Yeah, but I mean, you should put it on your Instagram.
There's multiple videos of me shitting on the internet. I'm one of the few people that actually have full genital exposure on YouTube. I don't know.
Congratulations.
I know. I feel like somebody at the office thinks I'm hilarious.
But it's like you can have your tits out on YouTube if you're breastfeeding.
Yeah, well, I wasn't breastfeeding. I just had the hog out.
Yeah, but you're doing a biological act of nature. So therefore, I think that's kind of like a workaround where you're allowed to take a shit.
I think it's a combination of that and artistic expression.
Was it artistic expression or just death and destruction, dude?
Shh, don't tell them. It's artistic expression. Don't listen the way... It's not chaos. I'm not disturbing the peace.
I feel like taking a shit on this podcast right now.
Oh, let me get some newspaper down. No. It's funny you brought that up because at the end of this show, we have to shit into a bucket, but we do it tandem with our backs taped together.
Oh, nice.
Sitting over a KFC.
Great. What do we do with the bucket?
I used to put newspaper down in my kitchen and shit on the floor and then have house parties. And people would come over and go and get a beer out of the kitchen. And they're like, your dog has pooped in there. You might want to tidy that up. And then I said, dog? Dog? What dog?
I can't believe you're
true.
You're still alive.
True
dude.
story. No, I'm.
You should not be alive.
No,
it's a miracle.
8 years sober of alcohol, which would have ended me multiple times. I actually quit drinking at Lemmy's birthday party in LA.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, New Year's.
Congratulations.
This is 8 years of zero alcohol. I still keep taking everything else, just no booze. But I've never seen you really angst for any substances.
I don't. I'm sober. I have always been sober.
You've never drank alcohol?
No.
Ever?
No.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're like me when I was 11.
Yeah.
No marijuana.
No.
And you live in Belgium, which is pretty heavily. There's drugs.
Oh yeah, it's a home of ecstasy.
That's right, because of the Wonderland Festival.
Yeah, the Tomorrowland and.
Oh, sorry,
but just a huge like techno, trance, hardcore culture. Yeah, it's huge amounts of drugs in Belgium.
It's wild to see a city that is a country that's so old, yet they want cutting edge electronic music and high quality psychedelic drugs.
Oh yeah, it was one thing that was funny. One time I was at a club when I was in university. Went to a club. It's what's called La Villa, and it was like a chalet that had been refurbished into a club inside, right? Mm-hmm. But you had great DJs like Tiesto would go play there like back in the day, and just good music, world class
Fat Boy Slim.
Maybe I wouldn't put it past him to go there. It was a really good club. It was like 6-7 a.m. or something, and I was just standing there, and like one guy came to us, hey, like, do you have any? I was like, no, man, I'm good. I was like, another guy came in, it's like, hey, do you? It's like, no. And then a third guy came in, and was like, he asked me for drugs again. I was like, dude, what's going on? Like, dude, do I look like I sell drugs? And I was like, I asked him very nicely, and he was like, well, you're just standing there.
Yeah, you look like a seller.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's 7 a.m. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm just hanging on.
Yeah.
And it was, that's what happens when you're not on drugs at that hour. Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, I have people ask me for drugs all the time. And I say, well, that's why I came to you. You look like it. Do you have any curiosities?
What do you mean?
From psychedelics in general? Anything as clean, as organic as like psychedelic mushrooms? Or No.
Every time I hear people tell me how their mind opened up because of psychedelics, I'm like,
I think they're making it up.
You couldn't get there on your own.
Yeah.
Oh, I realized that we're all connected, and I realized that maybe I should be a nicer person, and I realized that the love is blah. I was like, yeah. Why were you why did you need to take drugs to stop being a piece of shit? Like, I don't know.
I think it's there's like glasses. Okay, these are magic mushrooms. They put them on, they take them off. I don't think a lot of people have any real growth from it.
But I know a lot of people that I know I've seen on drugs seem like they were feeling good, having fun, feeling euphoric, and that looks like it's nice to feel like that.
Sure.
I don't know for a fact. But then I've also always seen them sober once they had taken too many of them, and they all thought they looked great. But I was like, you look like shit. You look terrible. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Remember that one time we were partying in Spain, and my friends were like heavy partiers back in the day, like heavy. Like now they're older and they're quite. Like, they've got kids and they've become grown
They're on
up.
dialysis.
But this one time, they ended up hanging out at some abandoned driving school in the lot in front of it for like 3 days straight, and I just went to see them. I said wearing their underwear during the day, just like, hey man, I was like, oh man, I'm happy to see you're still alive. I just left, dude. I was like,
You must look down on these people because
I don't look down. No, I don't look down on them, but I realize that drugs, it all seems like a lot of fun, but I'm not. It doesn't look like it's really doing them any good.
Yeah. And it's not like it's going to expire for you in your life. Maybe you got 20 years from now, you got dreadlocks.
Yeah, maybe.
And you got light-skinned black kids running around the house, and all of a sudden, Ric Diez is a Rastafarian.
Who knows?
Smoking big cannons. You're gone strict vegetarian. I'm just making stuff up now.
I love meat too much to go strict vegetarian.
Yeah.
I don't mind vegetarian
Where's
dishes.
your best meat?
Sorry?
Where's the best meat? One of the best steaks I ever had was in what's that bridge that has all the statues on it? Prague,
yeah.
Yeah.
The best steak I've ever had was at a Hilton in Bangkok.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they had like a meat restaurant, and they were bringing some Wagyu beef from like some Matsusaka beef from Japan. And it was just like, my knife was just like through that. It was just like filet mignon, it's just like,
it's amazing how many bad cuts of meat you'll eat just to have that one perfect steak.
And the second best meat I've had it was here in summer.
What barbecue spot?
It was I want to get this right.
J&L?
What's J&L?
It's my favorite barbecue spot down on Cesar Chavez. They used to have a place, or they still have a satellite place at Buzzmill.
I'll tell you the name right now. It's pretty fast. Wait.
CM Smokehouse, Terry Black's.
No. Oh, Style Switch.
Style Switch?
Yeah.
Never even heard of it.
It's like a bit in the north, not north Austin, but like towards the north of Austin. Yeah, they had like
brisket.
I went there for. I mean, I was there with friends in the area visiting shooting locations of Dazed and Confused. Yeah, because it's next to the place where he goes, all right.
Okay.
It's right there. It's the same block.
Okay.
And it smells like barbecue here. It smells really good. And we get in, and they had like little tasting chunkets of
sample
beef.
platters.
Yeah, sample platters of beef ribs.
Yeah.
And I was just like, my God. It was just like, it just melted and had like great pepper rub, and I just died. I was like, okay, we're ordering this.
I do appreciate the Austin style of barbecue. They don't sauce it all up.
Yeah.
And they figured that if the meat's good enough, then it needs salt and pepper.
Exactly. I love meat that tastes, I want to taste the meat.
Yeah.
I don't want to taste the sauce. So
yeah,
I'm a meat fan. Like
pork, beef, chicken,
fish.
All day. Beef all day.
No, I mean, I'll eat pork and fish and all that. But for me, my favorite meat is beef, for sure.
I'll tell you, though, these barbecue spots, the smoked turkey is almost as good as the brisket sometimes.
I'm sure, but, it's so expensive. Yeah, I'm like, well, I can only go for this or this.
Sausages, also delicious.
We tried some of the sausage, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. No, it's good.
My mouth is watering now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. We should go before I leave.
We should go. How many more days do you have in town?
Like 22.
You're here for 22 days?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gone after this weekend.
No, I wanted to book shows and.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, which I have.
We'll definitely go eat.
Yeah.
I think we'll eat maybe this weekend. Usually we end up sitting at a dinner table with Russell Peters at some point, and the food's always
let's do that.
Fresh. Yeah, so you're here you got some shows you want to plug, or?
Yeah, I need to open my phone for that. I don't mean to be rude.
Okay.
I'm doing...
I should have done the same thing. Damn it.
Is it Lake Chad or something? I'm doing Chad Russo and Friends tonight on 2nd of 4, 5, 6. I'm doing San Antonio. On the 5th, I'm doing San Antonio, and then I come back here and I do Vulcan and Creek and the Cave. On the 6th, I do again open for Russell Peters and Upstage Comedy.
Cool.
I'll do in San Antonio, so I'll do that. That'll be like a Rick and Friends show.
Excellent.
So I'll do
excellent.
that.
I will be. I'm recording a special.
What?
On the 13th of January.
Okay.
I'll be performing at the Comedy Bar in Toronto on the Danforth.
Okay.
And I'm recording a half-hour special. And,
Great.
Then in April, Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, Toronto, Hamilton. And then I'll be back in Austin for a couple of weeks in May, and then I'll start my European tour in June, and that might even carry through. I usually do a Canada Day show here in July, but we might pass that to go somewhere, do some music festivals in Scandinavia and stuff.
Oh, I'm also doing the Riot in Houston and Hyenas in Fort Worth and Dallas.
Nice.
So everything's on my link tree on my Instagram.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. And yeah, it's cool that you're going to be here for a little longer.
Yeah.
You get to see the aftermath of what happened on the 31st.
Yeah, the aftermath. Sure.
People forget about this in a month.
No, in a month the episode will be out on YouTube.
Oh, that's right.
And then I think it will take 2 months for people to get bored of it.
Yeah, it will cycle out. But what a statement! Like, you should be very proud of yourself. What a and not to mention, regardless, you didn't have the vote of the people, but you did have the vote of in the finals. The two judges, professional comedians that were appointed to be panelists for that event, immediately, without hesitation, picked you. So you are the comedy comedian winner. I'm saying it.
Yeah. I mean, you're saying it. They said it. Every single person I've talked to, I mean, that has come to talk to me has said it. I'm getting comments, just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments saying, I won. There's like 10 Reddit threads that say I won.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Yeah. It's cool.
It's fine. It is what it, but from where I was standing on stage, the crowd who cheered second did sound louder for my opponent.
Yes.
And it's the vote of the public.
And that's, if you give the vote of the public an opportunity, their last hurrah is going to be always the loudest one. Yeah, it's weird. I think it's.
But the rules were whoever gets the loudest cheer will win.
Sure.
And that's it.
And they don't know what the fuck they're talking about because they're fans.
But they choose. But they did it. I don't blame them. What I was happy about is when I saw how they cheered for me, I felt loved and supported.
Oh, yeah.
Way more than I thought it would happen.
Yes.
So I'm already grateful and happy.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations on all of this. It's very stressful time. And like we had talked yesterday, the burden has been lifted.
Oh, yeah.
Of the stress of this whole situation. But what a great time to be alive, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Jason.
Thanks for being on the show. Go to jasonrouse.com for all these updates. And Ric Diez, not going away anytime soon.
I mean, I'm going to keep doing comedies. And if you want to see me and you like what I do, come see me. If you don't.
Come see Ric Diez in Ontario, Canada in around September, October of 2024. Always a pleasure to see you. And thanks for the meet. I know... This is the kind of shit that I like. This is the reason I travel, to seek out and taste and experience things that I'd never even seen before.
Yeah, this comes out to about, just so people understand.
The cost of this?
Yeah, the cost of this. How many grams is it?
$25. It's $35 worth of meat.
Yeah, but it's like, I think it's
per gram.
Yeah, what was the?
I like how when you order burgers and stuff in Sweden, it's like, how many grams do you want?
Yeah,
your
it was
burger?
like something. It was around 100 grams or whatever. It comes out to around $300 a kilo, so around
$30
for a pound. It's like 1.5 kilos.
I can't read, Rick.
Yeah, this comes down to around $500 a pound.
And this is
that's about, yeah.
This is $500 worth of meat?
No, of course not. But if you bought a pound of this,
I don't have a pound. How much is this one?
This is like $30.
Didn't I say that 2
no,
minutes
you're
ago?
Bang on.
I'm very good at this.
Yeah, but you would expect a higher quantity of meat or not?
Yeah, quantity.
Yeah.
This is quality.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Now, do I share this with somebody? Is this a 2-person thing?
This is a thing you can have as an entree to whatever you're gonna eat later. Maybe you want to have some cheese with it.
That's what I was thinking.
Mild cheese, not highly flavored cheese.
Cool.
And you can eat it standalone. You can eat it with a little bit of bread, but don't eat it with anything that's gonna destroy its taste.
I'm gonna mix this in with macaroni and cheese. Just fucking
hey, do whatever you want. No, and it'll be like, I can't taste this. Why?
No, I enjoy a good cured meat. And on that note, folks, thanks for watching. Ric Diez.
Thank you.
Do you have a website, or are you just running with Instagram and link trees?
I mean, I bought RicDiez.com before some asshole bought it under me.
So lucky.
Yeah.
That's a popular name.
Yep.
But R-I-C.
Yes.
Diez.
Yes.
Is that your own way of... Is that your birth certificate name?
No, my name is Ricardo.
Oh, Ricardo. So you just shorten it. So you don't have to add the key. There's no K in Ricardo, is there?
No. So it's Ric Diez.
No, this show's great.
But so far, but if you go to RicDiez.com right now, just put a splash page and there's nothing. Just come to my Instagram, Sadman Rick.
Bunch of shows here.
Bunch of shows.
Back in Europe for the summer.
Bunch of shows.
Back into Canada. You're going to have such a treat.
Yep.
Especially with me. I know you're always... in the fact that you don't drink or use alcohol.
Yep.
Coming on the road with me, you're going to be on an adventure. You're going to have a gray streak in your hair at the end of this.
I'll be the one driving. That's what I know.
Well, you know I've never driven a car in my life. I've never driven a car.
Oh, my God.
I'm 52 years old.
I've only taken shits in cars.
I've shit in a bunch of cars. I've shit everywhere. You're going to see me push a stool into a piece of newspaper at some point.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
You're going to laugh.
Can you shit at the back of the car and the front?
Do you have a safe word?
Yeah, don't do it.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Bye.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Oh, there we go. That was a wrap. Anything to say?
Come see me while I'm here.
Excellent. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I've been Justin Bieber, and you guys have been a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's some people on?
Yeah. 140.
Great.
Share. I've never shared a stream before. View insights, share.
Yeah, do it. How are we doing on time?
Tag people.
Yeah, bang on the hour. It's beautiful.
Cool.
Whoa, are you good?
Tripped over the...
Okay.
We would like to see most of the human race killed off because it is unworthy. It is unworthy of the gift of life.
I don't care what society thinks. They're nothing anyway. They're no better than me.
Until we hear the safe word, we will not stop.
Have you ever thought what it would be like to see a person's head amputated? Think of things so horrible that the human mind cannot imagine them. See all this and more when you see on stage, in person, that crazy mix-up.
I like being set apart from people. I like to be hated.
Safe word with Jason Rouse.